Welcome back to Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie as we return to Freeze Easy Peak. Ow. And we murder ourselves right off the bat. The game saw that one coming. So what we have here is a Christmas tree. It's not just enough to be themed after Christmas. Sorry, after snow, but it has to be Christmas. But what's a tree without any decorations? So I've got to protect them from twinkly munchers. And they'll self-decorate. So this is the easy way of doing this. Sort of. Till you run out of eggs. Oh. Yeah, the eggs are the much easier method of doing this. So at best they allow 2 through at a time. So we'll come back after we've stocked up on a few eggs to try that again. Till then we get my least favourite move of the game, the beak bomb. So when you're flying you can charge forward like a missile. But worst part about that is you maintain a single course, but enemies can always move right out the way. I meant to do that, completely meant to do that. So I'll demonstrate with a stationary target. So you will also lose height as you dive, not a lot, but a bit, depending on how far you actually go. That was the wrong button. I meant to try and turn around. That last honeycomb piece. Because once we've got the beak bomb mastered, we've got to use it to kill off all the snowmen. Once all the snowmen are dead, this level becomes a hell of a lot easier. So there's the finish line for Boggy's race. And if you're ever so slightly off like that, you find a Jinjo. Thankfully, this level has a few flight pads, and we'll be coming back for you, Sonny Jim. Oh god, Banjo's losing his legs at this angle. Just look at that, you can see assholes. Just tons of assholes. And it has to be the head. You have to hit them right in the hat. If you hit them anywhere else on the body, it does nothing. Oh, I thought that was all of them, but there's always one more. I think that is it. Yeah, there's the Jiggy we're after. So the fastest way up there is to fly, and we shouldn't. Oh no, that's a lie. We will need to fly again this stage. At the very least, there are the eggs we need. So Banjo's lost that dance. Well, from memory, Banjo loses that dance in Banjo-Tooie. And sure, it makes the level faster, but the game loses a little bit of charm from Banjo dancing. So you can't take the sled down again. Instead, you just murder Banjo. So we needed free presents for free children, right? Well, now we've got 2 of them. See, the backpack does generate its own heat. Gonna make it far enough. Maybe this is a tad closer. Yep. That's a Mumbo token. No need, because we've seen Mumbo's skull just over there. Followed by this stage's witch switch. That advent calendar looks quite familiar. In fact, this entire level is just one door and an advent calendar. Probably like the 25th, you know, how on advent calendars you get the extra large day at the end of the month. In fact, seeing how you never use eggs all that much, there's probably no good way I can think of to restock on them. There's plenty of health. So I think next we have to just head back and try the Christmas tree again. So let's try how they intend you to do it. Please try harder this time. The nerve of them. There we go, that should put them into a decent cycle. Well, he's doomed. The next one shall live on. So I think the supply is sort of basically unlimited. Okay, that should be the last one. Do we really want any more to die? Couldn't help it. Yeah, we made it. So we just got to switch them on and fry the little brains. Woo! They're a bit faulty. The reward doesn't, the Jiggy quest doesn't end there. Find a flight pad. And fly through the star. See, so you can get a wider turn if you press the camera button. I mean, you get slightly off with the beak bomb. Nope. Oh, you do have to do it multiple times. Oh. So now we've got to refuel. This Kazooie's as naked as they get now. One more feather and she'll just be completely naked. Problem is, I think we've collected quite a few feathers so far. How did we miss this one? Oh, he's got a Jiggy. A nasty, fierce bear. So I do actually know for a fact that polar bears, it's safe for Wazza to come out. No, it ain't. So polar bears are an actual predator of walruses. It's like in nature, polar bears have been known to attack and attempt to eat walruses, but only in desperate times. Walruses are strong enough to defend themselves, but it doesn't always end well on their part, so they do try to avoid them. Same with bears. Bears will tend to not attack walruses unless they really have to. There have also been instances where walruses have killed the polar bears. Hello again, buddy. I'm waiting for someone to race. We'll race you, numbot. Oh no, we're too big for the sled. Someone small. Someone you'll win against. Really got all the feathers. We might be a bit bad off here. Nice, fortunately we've collected more feathers than we needed when we were full. Now we don't have enough. Then again, we might, as long as we don't rely on Big Bomb, we might just about have enough. We're up to 7. Ah, 7. 8. Oh, and one last note. So if we do this well, and we have enough eggs, that is, we might just be able to pull this off. A bit faster to jump down here. So this is basically as tense as it gets in Banjo-Kazooie, just do we have enough ammo? Oh god, we literally have 3 eggs. Oh, it doesn't technically tell you what to do, it just says be a star. So what it does mean is fly through the star 3 times. So once isn't good enough. Good enough. And then a brand new location reveals itself, which is, as a matter of fact, just in the tree. Oh, it's got its own little pot, possibly because the ground is too cold to sustain it. And our present friend and termite friends. That's 3 for 3 as far as the presents are concerned, and there are all the eggs and the feathers we could have used. We were waiting to come in here specifically to get this. You know, I think Jiggy'd make a pretty good Christmas tree decoration. Hang a couple of those on your tree. Not too sure about the feathers. The music notes might, especially if you're musically inclined. That's everything so far we can basically do without being a walrus. So that's the majority of it without being a walrus anyway. Still 1 or 2 things will end up coming back for Banjo as. For now we're going to go and trade damage for distance again. Visit Mumbo's ever so frozen hut. He needs I think he's got central heating in here, and that's why he doesn't care about it being cold outside. And there's fires. There's fires have got to help. Right, come on, Mumbo, do your thing. Try not to kill us. Banjo was always fat. It's not new. It's not a new revelation. Then again, he does actually become fairly overweight in the 3rd game. So as you can imagine, all this blubber makes us immune to the ice water. But we're quite slow. And we can't attack like this. It's a good thing the only enemies in this game really, or in this world, were the snowmen. Okay, there's a couple of ice cubes, but you know, no one's going to attack this. And we're much smaller, despite being heavier, we're smaller. We do fancy a race. Great, now all you need to do is steer your sled. So here's the thing, Boggy has terrible rubber banding. So you don't want to get too far ahead, otherwise he'll just speed right up and overtake you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick just behind him, or outside of him in this case, right up until near the very end. Oh, we've still got quite a bit to go. And then about here, I'm going to try and overtake him. I might have been a bit early on that. Nope. I reckon he needs to race someone bigger, which would be Banjo and Kazooie. But in order to actually stand a chance against him, we do need the power up from Gobi Valley, which is what makes me think we should have gone there first. While we're here, Walrus buddies. We're not smelly and Kazooie's not ugly. And with the rest of our feathers and our Jinjo buddies. There's a little hole just for us. It's like it was made for Walrus. Banjo. And that's both honeycomb pieces in here as well. So we're now missing just 3 jiggies. One is the Jinjo, and the last Jinjo is in here. One is the presents, which we now have all 3 of. And one is beating Boggy in the second race. Now 2 of those things we can do, or 1 we can't. So we can also get Mumbo's token. So if we need 15 on this world, I can only imagine how many we're going to need next time. In fact, world number 7 has possibly the best transformation. We're done, we're out. Turn us back. Gives us a way back at least. And saying this is probably going to come back to bite me in the ass, but I don't believe there was a need to be the walrus outside of the stage. So I don't recall any frozen water within Grunty's lair. That's about all the walrus is good for. He's slower than Banjo. He can't attack. All he can do is make friends and swim, which aren't bad traits. Don't mind us just passing through. Yeah, I've not seen that move in a while. Yeah, and there's a triumphant song, and shattered ice, and then not a lot else. So now we'll grab the final Jiggy that we can for now and move on. And the final Jiggy is obtained by playing Santa, which isn't bad. Now we're going to bring joy to the children's. Children, as your great Uncle Banjo has come with gifts. Forget your father. In fact, no, don't forget your father. We don't want to adopt you, we've got our own child that we're trying to save. Just remember me when I'm old and need putting in a home. So with that, that is the last Jiggy we can currently get on this stage without the power-up. So that, for now, ends Freeze Easy Peak. We'll probably come back to places like Freeze Easy Peak and Bubble Gloop Swamp in its own part. So, thank you for watching, and bye for